Heavy rain just before the start of the second race of the weekend at Assen meant that it was a clear choice to go with wet Hankook tyres for the drivers. Pole position belonged to René Rast after the morning's dry qualifying session. The race got underway, but Loic Duval, to his outside, got a better start, and so too did Robin Freins, the race one winner from the second row of the grid. It was side by side on the way into the first corner at Harbocht, with his nose in front. Freins looked like he'd get the lead of the race, but the inside line belonged to Loic Duval, and it was the Frenchman who came out on top. Harrison Newey running a little bit wide in the midfield, but everybody surviving through the first corner. So Loic Duval leading through the first sector, with Robin Freins second, the pole sitter René Rast dropping to third, and Ferdinand Habsburg with another good start. From seventh, he'd moved up to fourth place. Nico Muller, again having a bad first lap, was dropping back into the clutches of Rockenfeller. Then it was Robin Freins going on the attack, reducing a 2-second deficit to move into the lead of the race on the way into turn one. Loic Duval second, René Rast catching them back up in third, while Muller moved himself back up to fourth ahead of Habsburg. René Rast then going on the attack after claiming his second pole position of the season and moving ahead of Loic Duval to claim second place. This view back from René Rast's car showing that the dry line was starting to form. Nico Muller catching them up as well, as was Timo Glock from 8th on the grid. A very brave move under braking from Nico Muller sent Loic Duval out wide on the curbs, and that allowed Timo Glock to get through as well on the exit to turn one. Duval going backwards at this stage in the race. A tight battle then developed as Robin Freins extended his advantage to over 10 seconds. Rast, Muller and Glock fought tooth and nail over second place. A good move from Muller under braking on the way into the stubborn hairpin got him ahead of Rast, and Timo Glock outthought Rast as well by leaving a gap and out accelerating the reigning champion to squeeze in between the pair of them. He had a look to try and get past Muller as well, but couldn't quite manage it. Meanwhile, Timo Glock was then going on the attack once more. Another good move, enjoying the wet conditions, fresh off the back of his second place finish in the previous event at the Lausitz Ring. Sheldon van der Linde, though, had been absolutely flying. Fastest lap after fastest lap following an early pit stop. Robin Freins emerged from the pits, but it was Sheldon van der Linde who came out on top, and then the red flags came out. Fabio Scherer with a very heavy crash, losing it on slick tyres as he crashed into the barriers. Thankfully, the Swiss driver was unharmed and able to walk away from the car. So the race was stopped while the car was removed and the barriers repaired. After a couple of laps behind the safety car following the restart, Sheldon van der Linde had to hold on for less than 10 minutes to try and pick up his first DTM win. But with Robin Freins second in the championship and the points leader Nico Muller behind in second and third. Timo Glock was fourth, but Loic Duval from fifth place managed to squeeze through on the restart on the way into turn two. René Rast just behind them in sixth place. Sheldon van der Linde, if anything, was able to extend his advantage in these conditions. Driving beautifully, he pulled clear on the remaining 2 laps of the race from Robin Freins. With just the chicane to negotiate, there was no doubting that it was going to be a maiden victory in the DTM for Sheldon van der Linde. A fantastic effort from 14th on the grid. Robin Freins coming home in second, and more good points for the championship leader Nico Muller, who came home in third place for the second time this weekend. A terrific performance then for the RBM squad, a second win in 3 races for BMW, and Sheldon van der Linde now a deserving race winner in the DTM.